Even if you're the most hardened of PTSD-ridden Dark Souls veterans, there are some things you should know before diving headfirst into the frustration and blood-filled swimming pool that is Bloodborne. There are 3 starting weapons to choose from in Bloodborne, each with its own strengths, weaknesses, and quirks. The Saw Cleaver is the most balanced starting weapon, hence why it's appeared in most early Bloodborne footage. It balances the quickness of a lighter blade with the heft and power of a heavier weapon, making it the ideal starter, especially for those unfamiliar with the Souls genre. The other 2 weapons are more polarizing. The Threaded Cane is quick and nimble, but it does significantly less damage, while the Hunter's Axe is big and slow, but it doles out the hurt most efficiently. All 3 weapons have the ability to extend with L1, increasing their reach but diminishing their speed slightly. The Threaded Cane extends into a Chain Whip, the Saw Cleaver unfolds, and the axe extends into a 2-handed pole axe. While the Saw Cleaver seems to have the shortest range while extended, it's more powerful than the Threaded Cane, and the extended axe prevents you from holding a gun in your offhand. This will keep you from parrying and using ranged attacks, which can be a severe disadvantage in certain fights. Pick the weapon that caters best to your playstyle, whether you like it slow and lumbering or fast and furious. And speaking of fast and furious, fans coming from the Souls games are going to notice Bloodborne's dominant focus on aggressive and mobile tactics over playing it safe. You're not going to be relying on a heavy shield or casting fireballs here, so get used to dodging and rolling around like a Cirque du Soleil acrobat with a gun. While locked onto enemies, hitting circle is going to allow you to dodge and sidestep, giving you opportunities to navigate around your opponent for a backstab, or get out of the way when they're trying to devour you. When you're not locked on, dodging will cause you to dive roll a fair bit further, allowing you to get the hell away from a dangerous situation or move behind a foe in one fell swoop. It's also worth noting that hitting your heavy attack, R2, at the same time you press forward will trigger a heavy jump strike, allowing you to close the distance in the same way a roll would, but with all the striking force of your strong attack. Because you'll be pretty much shieldless in Bloodborne, armor is going to take on additional importance in keeping you alive. Before you engage the Cleric Beast, Bloodborne's first boss, you'll want to either purchase the first set of armor from the Hunter's Dream when you've saved up around 3,000 Blood Echoes, or if you're feeling thrifty and you've spent all your money on vials, the same set of armor is available to be found deep within the sewers. Don't be too intimidated. It may not be en route to the Cleric Beast, but the sewers are of a fairly manageable difficulty, and you'll be handsomely rewarded for your bravery with a hot new set of armor. Don't be afraid to drop your Blood Echoes on that same set of armor, though. You most likely won't beat the first boss on your first attempt, so you might as well invest before you lose everything. Say it with me now, there are no souls in Bloodborne, there are only Blood Echoes. Hell, I still call them souls, but here's what you need to know about them whether they're echoes or not. They virtually serve the exact same purpose that Souls did in the previous Souls game, allowing you to purchase items and gear, repair and fortify weapons, level up your skills, and a number of other things throughout the game. As you may have expected, you'll drop all your Blood Echoes upon death, but you'll have the chance to retrieve them from the scene of your previous death as long as you don't die on your way there. One change in Bloodborne is that enemies can pick up your bloodstain, forcing you to kill a specific enemy to retrieve your hard-earned echoes. You can identify the target enemy by their ethereally glowing eyes, which will help locate them, but it definitely won't help you kill them. At first, you'll be wondering where to level up as you explore the game's hub world. See that creepy sleeping doll in the corner? Fight the Cleric Beast and either win or die, and the doll will awaken, allowing you to pour all your Blood Echoes into leveling up. I recommend you do so lest you lose 30,000 echoes dying in a cave somewhere, but you'll need at least 1 insight in the bank to cash in. Finally, a more general tip. Don't fear grinding in Bloodborne. Blood Vials will serve as your Estus Flask replacement here, allowing you to regain health fairly quickly, and they're dropped really frequently by even the easiest enemies. A failed boss fight is going to drain your Blood Vials and Quicksilver bullets in short order, so don't be too proud to get back on your feet by taking on some manageable enemies to grind out vials, gear, and levels before walking back into that nightmare fog for another bout. There's a lot more to say about Bloodborne, but we really don't want to spoil anything more of this excellent game for you, at least not in this video. So good luck out there. Oh, and before you go, let me just introduce you to your new best friend, the You Died screen. You'll be seeing a lot of him.